I wanted to make a video, hopefully a short video. I never make a short video. This is my basement that I've been setting up. Two rebounders for the kids. Got some bookshelves there. My daughter's dance studio that we put together for her. I've been trying to clean this up. We moved to this house not quite close to a year ago, but sometimes it takes upwards of a year to like have the organic flow feng shui of the house and situating everything around so that it works correctly. You don't know when you first move in. You gotta let it. You gotta. I've noticed, especially when you have. I got three kids, so we have a house of five. So when you have that many people and that many different modalities and personalities moving around, you can almost see. I can see little swirls of shit in corners. Not literally shit, but like you can see there's people passing by and moving by and leaving things in corners. It's like that's a corner for a table or some shit like that. Anyway, I wanted to make this video to kind of off gas before any sort of confirmation with the next Canadian federal election, which is officially election day tomorrow. And for me personally, this feels like the culmination of kind of like a crescendo moment for me personally, because I am returning to the work. I'm returning to the great work. And I haven't been working on the great work. I'm always aware of it. I understand what I'm supposed to be doing, but there's actually doing it like it's your job and showing up and punching in and punching out and making contributing effort and making gains in it, and just idly armchair magicianing through it, right? But for me, I've been kind of digging through all of my records, and I hung up these bookshelves. I got out because we got a fair amount of books laying around, and the top shelf I stole from myself, and I started digging out all my old occult books and esoteric books. I'm going through them and brushing up on some stuff and rediscovering some things. And I'm 40 now, and I've reached this level where my body is aging and I'm changing and my mind is changing, and I can understand and value patience and how long things take in retrospect. And I understand, and I still have enough time in front of me that I understand like about planting, nurturing, allowing things to happen and for things to grow. And what am I talking about? What am I going to happen? Let me try and bring all my thoughts into a one spot here. It was about 10 years ago that I really started my initiation process. Before that, I was very much into exploring traditional philosophy. I thought philosophy was like the highest level of trying to understand reality and yourself and the universe, and religion, exploring religion and philosophy. And it wasn't till a moment in time when I moved, and it's all very synchronistic because I moved to Vancouver in 2012, right after the whole Mayan calendar shift thing, commemorated it with a tattoo on my back. And then very shortly after that, I had a very profound experience that just implanted the word occult into my head. Like I'd never even thought of it before. I've always heard the word occult and blah blah and all this shit, but for the first time, it actually like caught my attention. And I was like, what is that shit? What is this? And I opened that, and it just opened Pandora's box on my life. And it just, there was so much there. There's so much there, you'll never get through it all, right? It's actually incapacitating how much information there is. Get back to my story. So, the first 5 years, I really started soaking this all up. And I was acutely attracted to Thelema, and really started diving deep, because like the law of Thelema is, it was like how I felt about myself and people around me in the world was being, it was like I was seeing it written out in front of me as I was reading some of these things. I was like, wow, fuck, this is for me, man. And which led me into the OTO. And I was lucky enough that Vancouver has the lodge, and I was initiated into OTO up to 3rd degree, and at which time I moved from Vancouver to Nanaimo and attempted to start a camp, and then we got smacked with COVID. Now, I know COVID was hard on everybody, and my unique experience through COVID, when I look at my wife and myself, we're in our late 30s, mid 30s, Jesus, mid 30s. We spent our mid 30s to our late 30s in COVID with 3 small children. Okay. And we're talking 2, 4, 6 or 1, 3, 5, these ages. And being the chaperone for 3 little kids through that mess, oh, it's JD. Come to say hello. This is one of my, it's JD. Hi. Did you come to say hello? Our cat passed away about a year ago, and we bought 3 ragdoll cats to replace the one cat. I got a lot of white fluff. So, like how my grandmother, who lived through the Great Depression, we would have a dinner and we'd have like 1 baby carrot left, and she'd take that 1 baby carrot and put it in a little rubber container, a Rubbermaid container that was like this fucking big. Like, what did you use that for? And she would save, I'm not even being, I'm not exaggerating. She would literally save 1 fucking baby carrot and keep it in the fridge for someone to eat. But she grew up through the Great Depression. They were digging up dandelions on the way home and eating them and shit, right? And that period of her life, even though it was years ago, like ingrained into her what could happen, like at any second everything could go to shit in this specific way. And it changed who she was forever till the day she died, right? And I think a big part of specifically being a parent, but all of us collectively in our own way, however you went through that pandemic, will probably carry certain aspects of that till the day we die. For me personally, it will always be in the back of my head. The government can just like fucking, on a whim, just tell everybody to do something that's very suspect, and the vast majority of people are just going to go along with it, man. And now that the pandemic's kind of behind us and people forget about that shit so easily or bury it so easily that they just move on. It's like it never happened for a lot of people. But for me, I got like some level of PTSD or something from it, because I just feel like, especially nowadays, everyone's talking shit like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other thing. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck you. I watched you, man. I fucking watched you. I watched people blatantly like ignore things that were obvious, you know. And now COVID was, everyone was going to die. And now those same people who were ass up in the air, taking it from the government, wearing 3 masks, standing 6 feet away from the person at Subway, right? Fuck. Anyway, I'm falling down a rabbit hole. It's frustrating. I just know now. I got to see firsthand, and I'm not blaming anybody for anything. Everyone came through that. Some people, their family members caught COVID and got seriously ill or died, right? And that is traumatizing in its own way. And it's like, there's this fucking thing floating around. It's killing people. Everybody needs to just listen. Just listen. Do what they say. Do what they say. And those slimy bastards took advantage of everyone, man. This isn't supposed to be a COVID video. It's just showing. I'm venting this out to show, like, I'm going to be I don't know. It's ingrained in me until probably forever. It's just knowing, like, the government can just go click, and the vast majority of people are going to go along with it. And I just need to accept that. I just need to move on with my life. This is what I'm getting at. And I have spent the last 5 years of my life, I never paid attention to politics. I didn't even know Stephen Harper was the fucking prime minister when he was the prime minister, dude. Like, Canada's so boring, and the country just worked, and everyone was doing their thing, and everyone was, if you weren't making money, you were comfortable, right? Like, everyone was just living their life and being chill. That's how Canada used to be. And Canada has just fallen into this shit soup of crap, you know. And it started specifically, like, Trudeau, I don't know that he was doing good in the beginning, but it all came to fruition through the pandemic, and all the damage got done, and a lot of damage irreversible damage has been done in this country because of it. And out of necessity, I became glued to politics because you had to tune in to see if they were going to let you out of your fucking house or not. I had to stay glued to politics to see if I was going to be able to fly to work or not. That's why we left the coast and I came back to Alberta, because I work up in the oil sands, and I was playing my cards, spinning the wheel. It's like, are they going to make interprovincial travel not a thing? You know, like, fuck, I don't know what's happening. It was getting worse and worse and worse. It was becoming so Orwellian so quickly. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just get into the province that's paying us. Get back to the province that's paying us. I'm from Calgary. I was born here. So, see, 13 minutes in, this isn't, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm just talking. I'm not grifting. I'm not fucking influencing. I'm just I'm legitimately, honestly sharing. I don't give a fuck if nobody ever watches this. Just getting it out. So this election that's happening tomorrow, I am back at a point where, like, it's been weighing on me because I'm trying to get my future in a certain direction, but I'm really getting back to the fact that, like, all politics is, like, there's only so much a politician can do because the world's being operated by money, right? The leader of Canada can only do so fucking much. There's 40 million people. We're riding on the back of the United States, and the globes, there's so much global influence. There's only so much 40 million people can do with their country with a leader. You can make some changes, you can do this, you can do that, but we have so much outside influence happening. There's only so much a political leader can do. They can do a lot of damage. I don't think that they can really, unless you come in like Trump and start fucking hacking and slashing shit and just trying to like morph things crazy from the get-go, I don't think that you can make a big difference. I'm not saying what Trump's doing for better or for, I have no idea. I'm not paying close enough attention on tariffs and all this shit. And okay, whatever, man. Live your life, dude. Like, it's too, you're gonna be poor no matter what. I promise you. I fucking promise you that no one's gonna make anything better. Politically. If anybody wanted things to actually be better for you, they would be going into politics to dismantle the system of politics and make it actually work efficiently and actually empower people. They don't do that shit. They don't do any of that shit. It's just a big game. There's a level of people. Anyway, I'm spiraling here. I'm getting back to myself, my own life, and the great work. And I'm entering into this election. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who fucking wins. I don't care if Carney wins. I don't care if Pierre wins. I don't feel like either one of them is my guy. Right? And I don't want, honestly, I don't like politics. I don't care about politics. I don't want to know who wins. I want things to go back to the way they were before, where I could just live my life. We had this unwritten this unwritten understanding contract in Canada where our government takes the majority of our money in tax. The majority. Easily, the fucking majority. Right off the top, you lose half of it, and then they get half of the other half in hidden taxes and sales taxes and shit. But you know what? Everything worked. Everything was clean. Everything's peaceful. The healthcare was decent. The education was okay. Things were working. Things were turning on. Things were clean. So it's like, you know what? And you had enough money at the end of the day that, hey, you had a nice little detached house with the dog in the yard and the kids at the school and all that shit. You can't complain with that, man. Like, fuck. What do you want? Like, 150 years ago, look at the life standard of people. It's been excellent. If you could go back to that, right? That's all. I don't want to think about politics. I'm not interested in it. It's all a bunch of babbling and bullshit and posturing and lying and promising. It's all just bullshit. I have zero interest in it. And I've gotten sucked into watching people on the internet dick riding fucking political parties every day, grifting on YouTube. I'm not interested in it, and I really want to get back to what interests me, which is working with Thelema, which is working with my career in electronic control. I don't even know what I do. Automation controls, electrician. Ever increasingly, I've been on the edge of AI since I've been able to interact with it. I would use it every day. I've been trying to just learn that as best I can, and I want to get into some like 3D printing. I want to learn how to do 3D printing. Anyway, I just want to get back to that shit. And I'm using this election. I don't have a raw. I'm using it as a time just fucking let go. Just let go of it, dude. I'm prepared for the world to be either way. And I'm going to be me in either way, because that's what's important. Focusing on what I'm doing, and the world around, you can't control the world around you. It's like sailing in the sea. You got your boat, you can't control the ocean, right? And I'm trying to get back to that. I think I can't believe I was talking for 20 minutes about that. I didn't even get to say half the shit I wanted to say. But I'm just gonna plug it at 20.